For centuries, the Galactic Council had observed humanity with curiosity and skepticism. They were a young race, barely out of their infancy in cosmic terms. Unlike the ancient and stable civilizations that had carefully cultivated their place among the stars, humans were chaotic, unpredictable, and reckless. Their homeworld, Earth, was a testament to their strange nature, a planet constantly on the brink of disaster, yet always finding a way to recover. To the more advanced species, humanity's rapid expansion into space was perplexing. Civilizations that took tens of thousands of years to develop faster than light travel had been surpassed by humans in just a few centuries. Their progress defied logic. The Council assumed that this was due to their willingness to take risks, their resourcefulness, and their relentless drive. But as time passed, some began to suspect there was something more. High General Zalthor of the Zelvan Dominion had spent his life analyzing war. He had studied every major conflict in the galaxy, and something about humanity didn't add up. They were too lucky, too efficient. Every war they had fought, whether against themselves or alien forces, ended with them learning, adapting, and coming back stronger. It was as if they were holding back, choosing not to reveal their full strength until the perfect moment. Seated in the grand chambers of the Galactic Council, Zalthor addressed the assembled leaders. "The humans are an enigma," he said, his deep voice echoing through the hall. "They lack the lifespan of the Yulari, the raw power of the Draknir, and the vast empires of the Korvax. Yet in every encounter, they prove themselves equal, if not superior, to those who should be far beyond them. This cannot be coincidence." A murmur spread through the chamber. Some dismissed his concerns. "The humans are reckless, nothing more," one council member scoffed. "They jump into situations without thinking. Eventually, their luck will run out." Zalthor wasn't convinced. "Then explain this." With a wave of his hand, a massive holographic display appeared in the center of the chamber. Data scrolled rapidly, showing battle after battle where humanity had turned the tide against overwhelming odds. From their wars on Earth to their first conflicts in space, the pattern was clear. Every time they were expected to lose, they somehow emerged stronger. "They act weak. They act like they are struggling," Zalthor continued. "But what if they're not? What if they are hiding something?" At that moment, light years away, on the dark side of Earth's moon, a secret human military base was monitoring the Council's meeting. The conversation had not gone unnoticed. Inside a command center, a group of high-ranking human officers watched the alien deliberations through hidden surveillance feeds. "They're starting to suspect," one officer muttered, leaning back in his chair. Across the room, the commander smirked. Took them long enough. For decades, humanity had been leading the galaxy to believe they were merely lucky, reckless newcomers. The truth was far more dangerous. While other species openly flaunted their advancements, humanity had chosen a different path. They had studied their rivals, learned their weaknesses, and planned for every possible scenario. Behind the facade of a struggling young race was a civilization that had been quietly preparing for the moment when they would reveal the full extent of their power. Deep within the base, hidden beneath layers of stealth shielding, warships unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen lay in wait. These were not the crude, outdated vessels humanity allowed the rest of the universe to see. These were next-generation ships, equipped with weapons that could turn the tide of any battle in an instant. Back in the Galactic Council, debate raged. Some believed Zalthor's warnings, while others dismissed them as paranoia. But as they argued, the reality of the situation was already unfolding. Unbeknownst to the Council, a Zelvan scout fleet had been dispatched to Earth's orbit, intending to test humanity's true strength. They expected an easy victory. They expected humans to struggle. What they found instead was their greatest nightmare. The moment the Zelvan fleet approached, Earth's hidden defenses activated. From seemingly empty space, an armada of human warships emerged, far larger and more advanced than anything the aliens had ever encountered. Their ships didn't just use faster-than-light travel. They moved as if they anticipated the enemy's every action. On board the lead Zelvan battleship, panic erupted. "This is impossible," a technician gasped. Where did these ships come from? Their technology. It's beyond anything we've ever seen. Back on the moon, the human commander gave the order. Time to send a message. Without a single word, the human fleet moved into action. In less than a minute, the Zelvan fleet was disabled. Not destroyed, disabled. Their weapons were rendered useless, their ship's engines shut down remotely. The humans had won the battle without firing a single shot. A transmission was sent directly to the Galactic Council chamber. The aliens watched in stunned silence as the image of a human officer appeared before them. "We have been patient," the officer said calmly. "We have been watching. And now you finally understand." A pause. Then, with a knowing smile, the officer continued. "The game is over. We were never struggling. We were never behind. We were simply waiting for the right moment to show you the truth. The question is, what will you do now that you know?" The transmission ended, leaving the council in stunned silence. For the first time in history, the galaxy realized that humanity had never been the underdog. They had been the predators. And the universe had just learned, too late, that they had never stood a chance.